Hi guys, it's Rich from pitlanes.com, and today I've got some D-Series off-road driving simulation, and this is a Kickstarter project that I've seen. It's by an iRacer chap called Kevin, which I hope he don't mind me saying, and I backed it on Kickstarter today. It's got a good amount of time left, so I figured I'd make a little video showing it off and see what you guys think. As far as I'm aware, even though I've backed, I only get a full key if the project is successfully kickstarted. So at the moment what I'm showing you is the demo that anyone can go and download for free. I believe anyone can go and get this because this is all I've just done on their website. So yeah, what you're looking at here is the truck that they've got, and you can have a look around it. I think it looks pretty nice, personally. And there is provision to paint your own liveries for it and things like that already. If you go in the paint thing, I'm not sure if, yeah, you can change it here as well. Red snail, nice one. But you can do that, and I think you can browse to your own. Yeah, if I just went to my file, I haven't actually made one. I was going to, but I haven't. Decided normally pick tracks. Just go to different things, but it gives you an option to pay. The car. Can't get these in this demo version, but you've got a D-Truck Pro 4, or is it just a D-Truck Pro 2? Kart Pro, a Kart Lite, and setup. You can do all sorts of stuff actually. I'm not actually going to mess around with this too much. But there's lots of stuff in here, so engine can, you can store the engine. Gear ratios, lots of different suspension type things going on. Braking, options, pressures and tyre compounds. As far as I'm aware as well, from what I read, this does have a tyre wear model, and also you can have blowouts and things like that, and the tyre blocks can wear and deform and things like that. The fuel, that's also modelled as, from what I've read, these kinds of vehicles can have a big fuel tank, so it's actually modelled that the fuel moves around and sways around in the fuel tank. Automatic clutch, automatic transmission. But yeah, I thought I'd just show these things off. I was actually, yeah, going to show you that like changes are shown sort of on the fly like that. So you can see that things are at work like that. I might just raise it right up for a laugh. It's probably going to handle like an absolute pig if I do this. But okay, so what I'm going to do is just go drive on the one demo track that we get. Now I have had a little go and I couldn't really find my way around, but that's just me being thick, I think. So you're instantly given the option to move around your head and things like that. Now I had a little tinker with the triple screen options. Now it the performance wise it ran really nicely, but I'm gonna be honest, I couldn't really figure out how to get it to work right with my screens. Nothing seemed to line up correctly. Now I've seen on the forums other guys complimenting the fact that it works well, so I'm gonna chalk that one up to me not really understanding how to set it up, because it's a little bit different to, let's say, iRacing or Assetto Corsa, how you set it up. It seemed to be to me anyway. It didn't seem to be too intuitive, if you like. So I'll give my feedback on that because I'm sure it'll be appreciated. I have seen that Kevin is intending to do sort of a how-to video so people can get set up. Also for the demo, I'm pretty sure you need a force feedback wheel to start. But for now, I'll get going. What I'm using, as always, is my G27. It's stock, just with an Nixon brake mod, which doesn't really do anything. I'm running this on the highest graphics settings that are allowed on boot, and it's on a GTX 660 2GB at 1920 by 1080. So bit of rattle off the steering wheel. I have actually, just so you're aware, just for the purposes of recording, I am down to a single screen, just because of those triples issues. The force feedback is actually a custom force feedback made for this, and even just on this little demo I'm fairly impressed at what's been achieved. Smoke particles there. What's been achieved, because you know it's a one-person gig, this, you know. Now, from what I understand from the Kickstarter, good air there, whoa, is to bring in outside help to do things like the multiplayer and get that nailed down, because as of yet it has no multiplayer, and just generally finish the game off. There's definitely a gap in racing for a title like this, and also hit a bit of a bump there. From what I've read as well, there are plans in the making to have a dynamic surface in the future, so that all of this terrain, bloody hell, would deform. Oh, lost it a bit. So all the terrain would deform as you race over it, which could be brilliant for multiplayer racing. I suppose since iRacing bragged about it, everything's collidable like that. Just got stuck on it, so the objects at the side there all move and things like that. These sausage type things, I don't know what you call them, all move when you hit them. The only thing I am noticing is a fair bit of chatter in my wheel, which again I'm going to give feedback about. In a belt driven wheel, I should imagine that's not much of an issue, but it feels good, it's fun, it's different to other things I've played, because, you know, off-roady type things, you're looking at you're looking at Richard Burns Rally and things like that, and this just feels different because of the type of vehicle you're driving. It's not a focused WRC vehicle. You're driving a big truck with aggressive suspension and things like that, so it doesn't really feel like that, but the feedback's good. You can feel what the car's doing for sure. And yeah, it feels good. It's definitely a different experience, and that's a good thing. I keep losing the arse end now. Don't know why I keep losing it now. Do one more lap. But yeah, I think it's I backed it at $18, so it's about £10, and for that, as long as it gets successfully funded, you get a full version of the game. And looking on the website, it's the same for a full version of the game anyway, so even if it doesn't get funded, hopefully the development will continue and you can buy a full version of the game, which should be cool, because I don't know, I respect that the guy is following his sort of dream and going for it, so in my opinion it's worth it for that, because it brings something different to market, you know. People have commented that the graphics might not be all that, but again, it's a one-man show. You're not paying AAA title prices. You're not going to get AAA title graphics, but honestly, this nearly flipped it. This plays really nicely. and as long as you know where you're going, which I'm having issues with, this is going to be a fun game to have multiplayer races on for sure. Because now I'm driving it and getting a bit used to it, I'm really enjoying it. I want to carry on lapping. Feedback's strong, it's informative. You can definitely feel understeer and oversteer and everything you need to feel. My only issue with that is the chattering. My wheel just plugged in and worked straight away. You can configure it as you load up the game. Again, a thing that's been raised is the handbrake. Now, someone said that you can't configure it to a button. I've had the same issue. It seems to want an axis, and I'm not sure because the creator has commented that it's definitely configurable to a button. He even programmed a delay into it to give it a binary feel, you know, that it wasn't instant. Or that it is instant, sorry. But that's not my experience in it. It seems to ask me for an axis, which a button isn't, clearly. But there we have it, guys. D-Ser's Off-Road Driving Simulation on Kickstarter now. There's going to be info in the description. Please leave comments, like and subscribe, and I shall see you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.